Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are looking at the best-selling skincare brands of 2021 so far. We're going to put to the test whether, just because a brand is super popular and sells really well, are they actually worth a place in your skincare routine, and will their products actually deliver any benefits? We'll take a look at each of these brands and work out their ding 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 instant holy grails, as well as the total fails that you just might want to avoid. So sit back, relax, and let's talk the best-selling skincare brands of 2021 so far. Now, I've got a lot to get through in this video, so I am going to cut the waffle and get straight on into it. Before I do that, I want to call out that this is all courtesy of Allure that pulled together this list in a blog post. And I'm going to leave a link to that blog below if you do want to check it out in more detail. While you're down there, make sure you give this video a like, because honestly, it supports the channel so much, and I'd love you forever. But let's get straight on in with the most popular and best-selling skincare brands of 2021 to date, and that is CeraVe. Now, I normally like to start on the positives in videos because I always think let's start with the positives and work our way through from there. But unfortunately, the number one brand isn't one that I personally reach for. I haven't covered CeraVe a whole lot on this channel because I haven't actually found any of their products to be that beneficial for my own skin. I know so many of you guys love CeraVe, and so I'm not going to read them to filth, but from my experience with these products, none of them have done a whole lot for my skin. I think if you've got super impaired barrier function to the skin, you're suffering with real sensitivity, and you can't tolerate a whole lot of ingredients in your skincare, then yes, CeraVe could be a really good line to reach for. If you're looking for really great outcomes, you're looking for effective and quick results for tackling whatever skin concerns you have, then again, I just think there's better products out there. There's definitely a place in the market for it, but what really just put me off the brand is obviously they're not cruelty free, and I try to be entirely cruelty free in my skincare. But just beyond that, I think they've got a whole lot of hype because they've been really pushed online recently, and I think a lot of people reach for them and will ultimately be a little bit disappointed, because unless you have that real hypersensitive skin that needs minimal ingredients, in which case CeraVe could work really well for you, I think for everyone else there are just more effective products out there. I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on CeraVe, so leave them in the comment section below alongside any of your favourites. I've tried all of their cleansers, and if I had to go for one, if I had to choose one, I'd go for their cream to foam cleanser, which I think was the most effective of all of the ones I tried and didn't leave me feeling stripped and dried. Their moisturisers did, however, break me out quite badly. That could just be unique to me and my skin type, but they were definitely a firm pass. I'm going to move on to the number 2 best-selling skincare brand, because here I think there is some positivity and brand that I really do want to shout about because I've got so many great experiences from them. That, of course, is The Ordinary. You guys know I love The Ordinary. So many of their products were cult favourites in my skincare routine a year ago. Okay, since then I have kind of moved on a little bit. I've been trying more multi-active formulations, which The Ordinary don't really offer, and I've been looking at the other Decium brands such as Hylamide and Neon and falling in love. But there are a couple of products within the Ordinary skincare range which are still firm favourites for me. Their Square Lane cleanser. It does everything you want it to do. It's great to do a facial massage with. It gets off all the dirt, debris and SPF that's on your skin, and you can use it as either a first step or a second step if you're doing a double cleanse. So it's super flexible and a really great, affordable drugstore option for a cleanser if you kind of want something simple yet super effective. Beyond just the Square Lane cleanser, you guys know I fangirl hard over the Azure line solution by The Ordinary, which is a really nice hyper-targeted peptide that works on dynamic fine lines and wrinkles. It's £5 and yet has delivered so many great benefits for my crow's feet, the laughter lines, and honestly I just got my skin confidence back by tackling some of those first signs of fine lines and wrinkles. And this product, for the price point, it does not get better than that. You can pair it with other peptides if you want to boost your overall peptide concentration in your routine, and it's just a really nice stable peptide that works alongside just about every other skin product. I did a bit of an update on this product, so if you want to see like the before and afters and all of that, I'll leave a link to a video up there. Definitely worth checking out, but I am so pleased to see The Ordinary still leading the way on the bestseller list. Now, in at number 3 is Neutrogena. Neutrogena, I'm not surprised. Again, a huge company, drugstore prices, available globally, so I'm not surprised that on this list. Some of their products are really good. The only reason I don't use Neutrogena anymore is because they're not a cruelty-free brand, but if that's not your primary motivation when it comes to purchasing products, they do have some really great options for you. I think their Hydra Boost line is probably the best of all of their products. I used to use the Hydra Boost cleanser every single day and my skin loved it. It's lightly fragrant, so I'm going to call that out, but it's such a gorgeous fragrance that if you don't mind fragrance in a cleanser, this is a really nice one to reach for. I also really like that Hydra Boost moisturizer, which was like gel-like, so it didn't weigh you down in summer, but was suitable for my oily, greasy, acne-prone skin. I'd say if you were going to like go into the whole Neutrogena world, I'd say stick within that Hydra Boost range, which I think is probably the best, and stay away from those makeup wipes. I know the reason they're in this list is probably because they've sold billions of makeup wipes, but they're really not all that. I know the celebrities use them, they love them, and they fangirl over them, but there's so many better and more effective ways of cleansing the skin if you're able to reach for a gel cleanser or a balm cleanser. I'd save the makeup wipes for those moments where you do need them, where time is of the essence and you want something super quick and convenient, but I wouldn't reach for the Neutrogena wipes the way that celebrities do every single night to get off your makeup. Now, in at number 4, and one brand that I've definitely gravitated towards more and more this year is Garnier. If you want to avoid Neutrogena, because like I said, they weren't cruelty-free, but you want a really effective dupe for that Hydra Boost gel, then the Hydra Bomb range, very similar sounding, very similar range to be honest, by Garnier, is stunning. Garnier went entirely cruelty-free this year, which I think we should really celebrate, and I'm fully supportive of them for doing that, and so I really have just jumped on the Garnier bandwagon and tried so many products from them. Their Hydra Bomb range, so good. Again, a lightweight moisturizer, a really nice gel, lightly foaming cleanser. That range is great. Beyond just that though, honestly, their sunscreens are some of the best. Drugstore to their core, which I love, and they have lots of different textures depending on what you're looking for your skin type. The lotions, the Ambre Solaire lotions are probably my favourite. They're lightweight, they don't clog the skin, and yet they give that guaranteed locked-in protection. But they do some sport ones if you want slightly thicker. I think the gap in the market that Garnier doesn't really fill is for mineral sunscreens. They have a few, but most of their sunscreens, as is probably in keeping with a lot of drugstore brands, are chemical in terms of how they work to protect the skin. So if you're looking for a mineral sunscreen, they might not be for you. But if you're a chemical girl through and through, then Garnier is honestly offers some gorgeous, elegant sunscreen formulations with that locked-in protection at real core drugstore prices. I'm going to keep exploring with Garnier this year because honestly, with their price point, there's so many things I want to try. So hopefully I'll do a little bit of an update. I did do a first impressions on some Garnier products. So if you want to know more about the brand, I'll leave a link to that video up there. Worth checking out if you kind of want to see some products in action and like a first impressions look at the brand. Now they're cruelty-free though, honestly, I am delighted and I'm going to be shopping with them a whole lot more this year. Now, in at number 5 is Nivea. I've always felt a bit meh towards Nivea. Not surprised they're on this list because they've been around for millennia and they're sold in just about every country and have a really affordable drugstore price point. So far, so good, but just none of their products have really wowed me. They've had a bit of a controversial past where some of the statements around, some of their diversity and equality hasn't been always up to par, and that's left me feeling a bit cold when it comes to the brand itself and just not really wanting to reach for them. I don't think any of their products are groundbreaking either, so there was nothing to tempt me to look past that and give a second chance to the brand. Then recently, one of their kids' sunscreens failed independent testing, and the way that the brand responded to that was just so shady and so like last century, and it wasn't the forward-thinking, consumer-focused response I expected. So I've just decided to take a pause from Nivea and just not recommend them or really talk too much about them. If you want to know a little bit more about that recent sunscreen failure and some of the background, how they responded, I captured it in a video which I'll link up there. Worth checking that out for some background, because obviously I think these decisions on whether people should purchase from a brand or not are entirely up to the individual, and you all need to make your own decisions and ethical considerations based on the information out there. So definitely check that video out to help you formulate your own opinion on that. But for me, it's just I don't really see myself reaching for Nivea in the future, and none of their products I really think are worthy of that second chance. Now we're going to finish on numbers 6 and 7, which are occupied by Glossier and Drunk Elephant in that order. I was surprised to see these two in this list, but then I realised this is based on total retail sales, so the number of coin that has passed checkouts in terms of how they've worked out this ranking. Because both of these brands have a reasonably high price point, I guess you don't have to sell a whole lot of volume in order to be in this list. Let's start with Glossier first. They've come in for a little bit of a flack recently for being a little bit overpriced, maybe a little bit overhyped for what the products actually deliver. I love quite a few of their products. I don't reach for them day in, day out because I found some more affordable dupes, but overall I think it's a reasonably well pulled together skincare line. It looks gorgeous, it looks fantastic on your vanity, it's bougie, it's luxury, so I understand why people reach for them, and some of their products do work. The .com balm is probably my favourite. It's like a multi-purpose skin salve. They're entirely cruelty-free, which I definitely think we should be supporting in 2021, and I think that salve is great if you're looking for something for chapped lips, dry elbows, if you get any patches of skin that just need that little bit of extra TLC. That .com balm is really, really good and probably one that I'd recommend. Of all of their products, that's the one that I gravitate towards. When we're talking Drunk Elephant, I know it's not a trendy brand anymore here on YouTube, and I'm surprised that they're as high up in this list as they are. I guess it's because of that ridiculously high price point, which means, again, they don't have to sell a lot of volume to really make the coin. They had a very checkered past where I think it was their founder decided to troll people, call them out and attack them online for saying that their products didn't work for them and they didn't like it. No company needs to be doing that. I mean, let's be honest, we're all entitled to our opinions. You guys can disagree with me, and I'd encourage you to do so in the comment section below if you want. We're all entitled to our opinions, and we should do it in a grown-up way. I think, founders trolling, attacking, and calling out consumers for saying, I thought this product was overpriced and didn't deliver a lot. I think that's probably a fair criticism. I think brands should be a bit more professional. So I know a whole lot of people that just say no to purchasing from Drunk Elephant. In truth, their products are well formulated. Their products are nice in terms of texture and what they're going to deliver. But the issue is that price point. I don't think you ever need to spend the Drunk Elephant prices to achieve the results. You look at their virgin marula oil, stunning, gorgeous formulation, gorgeous oil that's going to give a really, really beautiful finish to the skin, help lock in hydration and calm and soothe. That's $70. You can get a virgin marula oil from other brands for like $10. It's the same thing. It's a single ingredient product. So as long as you're getting virgin cold pressed marula oil, it's exactly the same thing and you can get it from a fraction of the cost. The same goes for a lot of their exfoliators, which are formulated really well, but again, you can find the combination cheaper elsewhere, and there's nothing really with Drunk Elephant that grabs me. If I was going to recommend one product from them, and you can look past some of their checkered past and the price point, the one that stands out is their cleanser, which is really nice. It's really bouncy, it feels luxurious. I do like their cleanser, but I found the Geek and Gorgeous one, which is half the price, to be just as effective. And so if you're, again, coming into that thing where I'd rather use the Jelly Joker Cleanser by Geek and Gorgeous for the same feel, the same results, and half the price. But that's really, I guess, would be my summary when it comes to Drunk Elephant. A couple of honourable mentions that I'm going to call out that were slightly further down in the list, but I think, again, worth calling out. Bioderma, super popular brand, mainly here in Europe, but I know they're going global. Their micellar water is the #1 best-selling micellar water, so definitely would recommend that of all of the products. They're working towards becoming cruelty-free this year, so whilst they're not there yet, I think that's a really great step forward, and I look forward to shopping with them when they do become entirely cruelty-free, because their eye cream, really great, their cleansers, and of course their micellar waters, definitely worth the hype. So I'll be looking to when they're entirely cruelty-free and certified as such later in this year to gravitate and reach for them. Tatcha and Elf are two other bubbling under brands that are going to be coming up this list, I think, in the next couple of years. Whilst I don't have a whole lot of experience with either of these brands, Elf in particular is one that I do want to explore in a little bit more detail. Drugstore, affordable, great options, and I know so many of you guys love the brand, so leave me a comment below of what your favourite Elf products are. Tatcha, a little bit on the pricey side, so we'll see. I might try some of their products, but I guess we'll wait and see when it comes to that. Hopefully this has given you a little bit of food for thought, shared with you a bit of a ranking for the current best-selling skincare brands, and are there any of these surprises? Are you surprised or shocked by any of these, or is it just, what you expected? Share with me any of your favourites or fails from any of these brands in the comments section below. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and look after your skin. Take care. Bye.